It's the game show with Joshua Martin-Corrales.
I'm Joshua Martin-Corrales, and here we go. We're playing Crash Bandicoot. It's the game. The game Crash Bandicoot, the game. This game's really hard. Just a fair warning. I'm not going to beat 100% of this game. I can guarantee you I'm not going to beat 100% of this game. Because one, like I said, this game is just difficult. Like old games were more difficult. We talk about this all the time, and we're always like, yeah, games were so much harder back then. This game is harder because it uses the fucking D-pad. Like, it's the 21st century now. A game like this using D-pad doesn't make a lot of sense. There's a lot of precision control involved that is just unfathomable with a D-pad. But I'm gonna do the best I can, and I can promise you we're gonna get as far as, like, I think the boss that I usually get to is Pinstripe. After Pinstripe, though, it's over. Don't expect anything from me after Pinstripe. Don't expect anything from me up to Pinstripe, to be perfectly honest. So the reason we're playing Crash Bandicoot, besides that, it's a great game, started one of the biggest franchises in video gaming. It's, like, well known for being, like, one of these, like, first really fleshed out 3D platformers. There's a lot of reasons I could play it. Here's the number one reason. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Here's the main reason I'm playing it, is because Uncharted 4 came out. You guys might have known. And, once Uncharted 4 came out, a bunch of people were like, oh my god, they're making a new Uncharted game. Which is, or not Uncharted. They're making a new Crash Bandicoot game. Which, though nice, is not actually true. If you look into it, they're not making a new one. They just kind of put a Crash Bandicoot level into Uncharted 4. It's level 4 of this game. We're going to be on it, like, sooner than you could even expect. But at that point in the game, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it's the thing from Uncharted. But they put it in there, so a lot of people just were like assuming Naughty Dog had control again. But I think the case is, and don't quote me on this, I'm no lawyer, but the case is that basically the game is owned by Naughty Dog, right? I tried my best. If you can get all the boxes in each level, you get a gem, but you also, unlike later games, you might have played some later Crash Bandicoot games. The problem is you also don't have to die the whole. You can you just have to stay alive the whole level, and then on top of that, in addition to staying alive a whole level, you also have to get all the boxes. So it's not gonna happen much. It might happen on the Warthog level. It could happen in boulders. I've been known to get the gem in boulders. But, yeah, I don't get a lot of gems in this game. It's, like I said, this game's hard. D-pad controls, blah, 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 blah. You guys want to hear me make excuses, or do you want to see me play Crash Bandicoot? Because I beat Insanity Island. I beat it like that, in the nick of time. In the nick, and I don't have the official counter up, but I know it didn't take long. That's for sure. And I don't have the official counter up, so what we're going to do is, from this point, wherever this might be in the episode, 10 minutes in, you even put the watch up there, 10 minutes, that's when the episode's ended. You get some bonus time with me, because it's our first episode. I'm trying to say hello, welcome, my neighbors, get you guys some, offer you some free sugar, etc. But usually we're gonna try and run about 10 minutes. 10 minutes an episode, doesn't that sound good? I mean, it's what Game Grumps does, and I don't know about the rest of the Let's Players on YouTube, or people who, don't call themselves Let's Players, like the Game Grumps. No shots fired, just saying that they are a Let's Play series, and, they're a little special, but they're not that special. That's all I want to say. Anyways, 10 minutes is good, and Game Grumps, it's a successful formula. So if you guys are gonna call me up and you're gonna be like, "Hey Josh, you're ripping off Game Grumps in a lot of ways," I'll tell you the truth. Yes, because they have the system going for them, and not copying that is just not a benefit to me. Oh, nice. I shot one of the skunks. There's like over here by the metal boxes. By this metal box, there's usually a trap. There's like a life and then a TNT block. Because I had the mask on, I shot a skunk all the way into the distance to, you know, defuse that explosive. Call it pure skill if you want. Call it pure coincidence if you want. I'll call it what it is. You know, a fluke. It's a fluke. It's a fluke, guys. I'm not that great. I'm not that great. I wish I was, but I'm not that great. You're gonna see a lot of moments where you're like, I don't know, Joshua, you seem to be pretty good at this game. That's an illusion. You guys need to, you know, really get your heads in check. So the thing about these bonus rounds, gonna just take a look at this beautiful scenery. Mushroom tree over here, going all the way through the forest, across these metal blocks, to your girlfriend. Why is your girlfriend in the bonus round? No one knows. You collect 3 heads, and then you go to that person's bonus round. I'll be perfectly honest. I've never completed a bonus round that isn't based on her. I think her name... She's not Coco. Coco's Crash Bandicoot's sister. She's in the other game. She's not in this game. This is Crash's girlfriend. I think her name's Tanya. She's only in this game. Only in this game, they were like, hey, Mario wants to save Peach, so Crash Bandicoot should have to save his girlfriend. And the name was Tanya. And so, a character was born, and then later that character was decided to be, oh, we don't really need Tanya. Crash Bandicoot's got enough motivation. Saving the world is enough for him. And, see, this is what'll happen. You'll go to this screen. Great, but you missed 3 boxes. A lot of the boxes in these levels are inaccessible. Like, you can't get to them unless you've already gotten gems from later levels. So it's kind of like, you know, oh, replay the levels. Oh, you beat the game, but did you beat the game? Type deal. That's in, like, most of these Crash Bandicoot games. But I'll be perfectly honest. Any game that wants to challenge me like that, will go ahead and see that I just don't care enough. I really just don't care enough. There are other people, completionists, people like that, who like to play these whole video games, get everything, get all the treasure. People who are like looking for achievements. I think there's a show literally called Achievement Hunter for some guy that does that. I'm not that guy. I'm here. I have some good insights about games. I enjoy games. I'm a funny guy. I make the noises with my mouth that people adore. So, there's that aspect of this. But the aspect of, you know, completing a game, finishing a game, more than, like, one is in my capacity. Because, let's be honest, if you can't do it, you don't do it. But also in my, you know, in the amount of time I want to spend on an individual episode. Like, there's different things. Say I'm making footage for a different video. And I do need to, like, beat whatever percentage of a game. I'll suffer through it for you guys, for, you know, the entertainment / education value. The edutainment value. I'll suffer. I'll beat something that I wouldn't normally beat. But in this show, you know, I'm just really here to show off the game, do some talking, you know, have a good time with it. So you're not going to see me beating a lot of games, 100%. You're going to see me beating a lot of games. I'm not going to say that, you know, oh yeah, I'm going to be so bad that I'm not even going to finish most games. That's not true. I'm going to finish 90% of games I play. But I'm not going to finish them in a sense where you guys are like, wow, Joshua completed that game, you know, in a way that I will never forget that Joshua, you know, 100% completed Crash Bandicoot. You'll never remember, because it won't happen. It just is not going to occur. Alright. So, now that we've got the 2 most important things cleared out of the way. 1, I'm not good at this game. 2, I'm not going to complete it 100%. Nor am I going to complete most games 100%. Let's talk about what I will do. Is 1, like I said, I'll play games to my capacity. And 2, I will make some commentary on design, you know, different elements. Take a look at the spiky poop coming out of the thing, these fire pads. Isn't it weird how video games have things where you look at them and you're like, oh, I get what this is. But it doesn't represent anything. Like, these spiky poles, they're not real. It's not like if I went to a jungle anywhere, I'd experience that, I'd notice that. In fact, far from that, I would probably never even ever see that. Like, a spiky thing that just comes up and down on its own, not real. But in the Crash Bandicoot world, it is a very real threat to our hero's safety and his well-being. See, 6%. That's the thing that tricks me about this game all the time, is when you're playing it, you get, like, a new bonus round, and you get to see, and you're like, oh my god, I've jumped up by, like, 12%. And you're like, that means I'm so close. But you're not. You're not close. Because completing a level, some levels have multiple gems, so some levels are just worth more percentages. Bosses, for, you know, one reason or another, are worth a lot of percentage. But, you see those yellow things? That's what I'm talking about. If you had, like, the yellow gem, you could jump over it, and you could get these 8 boxes I'm missing. But I don't have the yellow gem. I don't have any gems. I just started this game. So it's kind of like telling you, oh yeah, you'll go back later. But I'm not going to come back later. So it's just a little depressing. If somehow my confidence level rises up, or someone tells me, oh Joshua, there's a way to cheat your way through all that stuff. Like, I've got the perfect guide. I can tell you, I can whisper in your ear the second you need to jump. Boulders! The giant boulders. Maybe I'll do it. So, this is the part that was in Uncharted. Something that's interesting to me about when I played that section of Uncharted, like, I've played this dozens of times. Crash Bandicoot, like, one of my favorite game series. This game, as much as I'll talk, like, complain about the D-pad, complain about all these weird graphics, the fact that a boulder is chasing you completely randomly. Besides all that, besides dying when I didn't need to die, besides all that, I really do enjoy these games. So it was interesting when you play it in Uncharted. It's a timed mode, which, like I said, I've played these games. I'm no expert. I haven't beaten any of them 100%. Like, not even Crash Bandicoot Warped could hold my attention that long, and that game is woo, top tier. But yeah. It was weird playing it in a timed mode instead of just kind of playing to complete it. I guess, like, that's another additional aspect of the replayability of this game. A replayability I perhaps do not jive with completely. Because I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I don't know if I want to play Crash Bandicoot over and over again. As he says, as he plays Crash Bandicoot over and over again. It's just interesting, what used to be, like, a marker for completeness in a game. Like, replayability used to be so much more important. Like, even though there's only 32 levels in this game, probably there's, like, 1 or 2 secret levels. I'll be fair. I've, like, cheated to beat this game before, like, beat the secret Cortex final boss. We did it, boulders! I think there's, like, probably at least 35 levels. Probably. Don't take my word on it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Oh, what? But I died. Alright. Huh. Alright, so 2 things I didn't know about this game. 1, apparently you can die and get the gem. And 2, when you get the gem, you get to save. Which I don't recall. But I did it. Boulders. Perfect. No deaths. The deaths that you saw were imaginary. You imagined me being crushed by that boulder. You just wanted to see it. You just are a sick person. We're going upstream. It's okay, guys. That one death doesn't count. It's the further deaths that count. But also, I know for a fact this has a secret location, so I'm not gonna get the gem either way. Yep. I'll probably joke about this again, but I really enjoy the fact that in video games, a lot of the times your lives are represented by the character's own head. Like, imagine, like, you go out into the world and you see a box, with your own face on it. With your own, like, I'm not talking cartoonified or anything, your own super hyper-realistic face on the box. And you go up to the box, and you break it open, and there's another one of your head inside. Flat. A 2D version of your head inside of the box. and you know, you're looking at that, and you reach out, and it just goes ding. Like, it's funny to me, especially in the leaning towards 3D environments. Like, I'm a strong defender of 2D as like a primary method for game development. I think that 3D is kind of the dimension that people understand more intrinsically in game design. I think that 2D is like, for a long time, was artistically the superior method of representation in a video game. I think that's changed to a degree, but you've got to consider that, like, in games like this, these 3D games, there are so many aspects that, like, it's trying to build this like reality, but at the same time it can never be a reality because Crash Bandicoot is on a mission to collect his own head inside of several different boxes. Alright, I tried something new there, it didn't work out. I saw that you could spin and move across the box, like break it as you just walk over it. I shouldn't have risked it all for that. I'm sorry, guys. I missed out on 2 lives and a sweet look at Tanya's booty. But it's okay, guys, because she's an anthropomorphic Bandicoot, and I don't think it'd work out between me and her. More yellow pads, like I said. You can just bloop, 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 and then you get to the second secret part of the level, which I've never seen. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll shame myself. Maybe I'll shame myself into beating that or something. Oh no, it's been going for 12 minutes. 12 minutes on top of what I said. And here we are at Papu Papu. This is the first boss in the game. I was gonna not, you know, save this guy to the next episode, but now I'm already here. It's over for him though, because Papu Papu, unlike some other bosses in this game, is incredibly easy. Boo boo. I be Papu Papu with only one try. Which I probably will do for the first few bosses in this game. Because while the levels might give me a lot of trouble, for some reason the bosses in this game usually are pretty straightforward. In most Crash Bandicoot games, like, you're not going to get stuck on a boss. Like, the final boss? Maybe. But not usually. So next time, we beat already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of Crash Bandicoot, up 32 levels. I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll do the, you know, a little bit more of Crash Bandicoot. We'll go to Rolling Stones. Who are they? I don't know. Mick Jagger comes down and he kills Crash Bandicoot. Next time, we'll see.